Hey guys, how's it going? I'm just gonna make this little intro. Hopefully it's not too long. Sometimes I talk too much, but I've been trying to do a couple clips while I'm at work. Like my plan was to, go to work and kind of show you what I did, like have a project or something. But once you get there, you start working. You don't want to be videotaping while you're working all that much, especially if your bosses are there. But that's pretty much what I've been doing the last few days is working at my former boss's house. And today was kind of the last day of doing that. And for right now, I'm going to Georgia. And then when I come back, I resume doing the stuff that I didn't get a chance to do. And then I got some other kind of fun ones, like a dog sitting. That should be fun. And then some other projects that I'm going to start doing once I come back. And that should keep me busy for the next few months. But hopefully everyone is doing well. Today was a really good day. It was a really nice, beautiful day. At work, of course, I got to see my bosses for the last few days. My former bosses. I worked with them for 15 years and known them for half my life, for 20-something years. And they're great, great guys. I've been lucky to have really awesome bosses with all the different kind of jobs I've had. And they are definitely the coolest guys ever. So it was good to see them and do help them for a little bit and see them, catch up with them. And then yeah, so I guess I'll just start the video, but it's really, really random, so I'm not even sure remember what I even did, because it's kind of like the last couple days. But anyway, after this will be Richie's video. Her videos are better than mine anyway, so you guys can have fun watching hers. And then hopefully soon enough I'll be back there. But this is kind of the important part while I'm home, is kind of catching up and just connecting with all these different jobs. So anyways, yeah, that's kind of my day. Today was really cool though. One thing, I did come back and I had to do some errands in town, and I snuck up on him. I saw one of my former basketball teammates. We actually won a championship for the league that we were in before. So we played together many different times. But anyway, I saw him, I snuck up on him, and it was just really, really cool seeing him. And really, really cool. So that's kind of fun, especially when you're in town. Sometimes you see random people that you haven't seen in such a long time, and it's nice to catch up just for a minute. But anyway, I'm feeling kind of still good from that, because it just happened like not too long ago. So I just saw him. So it's really cool seeing familiar faces. But it's 3 minutes, so that's about it. So I think from here I'll just show a couple clips. Not much went on the last few days, just kind of working, and that's about it. But I'm going to Georgia very soon, so the video after this will probably be Richie, and then the video after that could be taking the trip start to go to Georgia, maybe, possibly, I don't know. But anyway, you guys take care. Hopefully everyone is doing well, and hopefully you have decent weather wherever you are. Here it's pretty much getting into summer, so it's gonna be the hotter months anytime soon. Right now it still feels comfortable. When it gets into like August, it gets really, really hot. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Hey guys, how's it going? So I just finished my lunch. I was gonna take a little minute and kind of talk about what I've been doing. This is probably one of my last days here. I'm still at my former boss's house. There's a lot of different things going on here, and then very soon I'll be going to Georgia. But here's one of the projects that I'm doing. Is pretty much some of these rocks fell down, so I had to stack them back up. And then now they're kind of loose. Some are a little loose. I got to stick a whole bunch of dirt in there to make them more sturdy and last a few more years at least. But that's one of the projects that I'm about to start. I saved that for last. I had to finish washing windows inside and do some other things, but then also I got to plant these. I planted some of those yesterday, and I'll plant these later. And then going around, I already cut off all the dead parts here, but you can see maybe down there some of the dead tops up there. I just go around cutting those off. Some other gardener guys are here, but beautiful, beautiful property here. So that's kind of what I've been doing. There's the umbrella stuff I put out the other day, and all those windows, all the screens, had to come out. We get some birds coming here and taking a bath in these bird feeders. We got hummingbirds over there,
which they come here. Those little tiny hummingbirds love to come here and drink the nectar out of here. They won't come around probably when I'm here, but as soon as you leave, when you're inside, you can really see all the birds. Many different type of birds come here. So I guess for now, I'm just gonna get on this wall. It shouldn't be too bad. The hardest part is over with stacking these back up. But now it's just pretty much stuffing in the dirt and all those cracks. Hey guys, good afternoon. I think it's around 1 o'clock. I just had my lunch not too long ago. So I'm actually at my former boss's house, two of my former boss's house here. And I'll be working here for probably the next few days. Awesome guys. This is the job that I worked at when I worked at their store. They retired, but this is where they live, and I usually come here seasonally when I'm home to do some projects. And right now is window day, so I'm washing all the windows, then eventually putting the screens in, and it goes all the way around. So this is you probably won't meet my bosses, but they're such great guys. That's the job that I got pretty much right after high school and worked for like 15 years. So they're really awesome guys. But check out where they live, right on the beach. And I'm going around washing all these windows, then putting the screens in. And I finished this earlier. That's what I did in the AM. But check this out. This is their backyard pretty much. Hey guys, good afternoon. So this is day 2 at this job, my previous boss's house. We did Catherine. We call it Catherine's house. It's just a nickname for a little like a rest area. So we cleaned everything in there. We mopped the floors, cleaned the windows, and then there's some furniture that was stowed away in there, which we brought down here. Take a little. I got my Crocs on right now. I took my shoes off. Now I'm gonna come down to the beach area and fly the drone for a little bit. I'm just getting off. It's probably like, I don't know, like 3:30 or 4. I got here pretty early, and then here's Mr. Seagull. I don't know if you can see that. But this is where they live. This is their awesome backyard. So I'm gonna take a walk down here. I brought all these down today. And another day I'll probably clean those off. And then down here is where I'm gonna go. I brought all these down today too. So that's where I'm gonna sit and fly the drone. Oh man. Beautiful day out. I just finished flying the drone a little bit. It's a pretty good day out here. I just brought all this furniture down. So nice to have some shade. Well, you can't sit still for too long out here because all these flies. And they're like biting flies. If you can see here, this is actually blood. They're like, actually draw blood from you. All those bumps here are all from these flies. But anyway, I'm about to take off. I was just sitting here relaxing for a minute and then take the drive home. But just kind of wanted to show you the area here, which is really beautiful. A nice big beach. But it wasn't this way, I think 2 years ago. Like every 2 years or so, it just depends what's going on. But there was no beach here 2 years ago. All the water was up to the stairs. And you can see kind of where it used to be, like this flat. So the water would come all the way up to here only 2 years ago. So now look. It's just a big difference. And then you know, 4 years ago it was just like this, and like every 2 years it changes. So you never really know what kind of beach you're going to get. And this year they're lucky, they do have a lot. It's nice when you have this much, because then you can play volleyball, you know, you can play games, you can have fires out here. So it's really nice when you have this type of beach. But I'm just getting off work. This is the second day at this job. This is my former boss's house, and I'll probably be coming back here a few more times before I go on to Georgia, just to kind of finish things up. But I've known these guys for half my life, about 20 years. I started working for them when I was 20 years old, and I was working with my dad right out of high school, and then my brother's 2 years behind me, so he was pretty much getting ready to graduate. So we went to my boss's place, my boss's business, and we pulled up. My dad used to do work for them every once in a while, and one of the guys came out to me, and they knocked on the window and they asked me if I wanted a job. I was like, well, I'm already working with my dad, and they kind of joked around. I guess he already talked to my dad inside the store, and he said, well, and he's like, I'll pay you more than what your dad pays you. I'm like, well, all right. And it kind of worked out because my brother was just graduating, and then so he took over with my dad, and then I started working for these guys. But what great guys, great bosses. I worked for them, you know, for probably 15 years, up until I was like 30 something years old, and then they ended up retiring. And then you know, we stay in touch because they're really, really good guys. So I've been coming here. I mean, I've been doing this since I was 20 years old, coming out here because they lived in the same place. So I'd come out here, do the furniture for them, and in the fall put them back. And this is while I was working for them. So this is just a little extra thing, like a sideline or something. But now flash forward, they retired, and now I'm still kind of doing these jobs like this. And then from that job, that's how I have many of the clients that I do for the houses, like doing similar jobs like this. Because throughout working for them, I do other jobs like this, like when I got off work or sometimes before work, I do different jobs like this all over the place. So it's nice. That job helped me out getting a lot of contacts that I'm still in touch with today, which is nice doing, because I enjoy doing this kind of jobs. You're outside. I'm off work now, so I got to come down here, kind of just enjoy the beach and the weather. Right now it's perfect weather. So, and then while working with these guys, I always had a second job or 3 jobs or 4 jobs. It was never just one job. Like before work, there's one time where I was like a caregiver. I take care of this gentleman that had Parkinson's and dementia. He had both of those. So I take care of him, like get him going in the morning, and I go to work for these guys. And then when I got off work, I sometimes help again if they do need help. Or at night, the same person that I was taking care of for you know, the Parkinson's and the dementia, he had a movie theater where I would work nights, being the projectionist and you know, the person who hands out the tickets or whatever. So I did that as well at nighttime. And then also I was mixing up delivering pizzas. I worked at the casino delivering or you know, parking cars, and then you know, all those miscellaneous jobs like this. So I definitely, this is a good area to stay busy. There's lots of different jobs you can do if you're willing to go out there and take those opportunities. But anyway, just a kind of, you know, background of some of the things I do and am still doing and did. But I think I'm gonna take off now, probably pretty soon. I might sit down here just for a little bit longer. I think I'm gonna go check the weather, or the temperature of the water, see how it is. No one is swimming right now yet, but you can see this beach is completely empty pretty much. If you go down that way, that's like I think St. Joe, if you keep going, and that way is like New Buffalo, back where I live. So let's see. Oh yeah, it is pretty cold. I'm definitely not gonna go swimming, but you can see there's a little sandbar here, which is nice. Sometimes you can walk way out there. It gets really deep, and then all of a sudden it gets up where almost like this. So the water goes like back and forth. I'm not gonna go much deeper than this. But this is a really nice beach. There's no big rocks. Sometimes you get into areas where all it is rocks. which some beaches down there. It just depends where you're at. The water's actually not too cold. Once you get used to it, it's actually not bad. It's either you're getting used to it or your feet are going numb. So I am going to probably get my shoes back on and head out. But it was a good day. We got here pretty early and started working on bringing the furniture down. And you know, outside all day, I enjoy it. Always doing something different. And like the job I was at, that I worked at for 15 years, it was like a mix of different things. It was like it was an antique store, it was a design store, and there was like a furniture store, kind of like a mixture. So my bosses were very, very good at interior design work. That's what they did. Like they're actually, you know, pretty well known around the area. So that was a really busy time throughout those like 15 years. In my job, you know, they would, like some of the clients, they would design the home. Like sometimes they would completely design the house and the furniture and the artwork and, you know, the chairs, everything. And then my job, and you know, I had a helper too, we would go in and deliver everything. So that was kind of my part of the job. I would load up the van, drive to wherever we would go. We'd go to Chicago probably every week, sometimes more. And then we go to surrounding areas. Sometimes we go to Florida. I mean, it depends where the job was, but usually it was around this area. But we went to Chicago at least once a week, twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week, and kind of like the surrounding areas. But I really, really enjoyed that job. It was something different every day. Sometimes we'd go antique shopping, like going around different areas and trying to find really cool antiques, and that'd be like, you know, chairs, different kind of furniture, like clocks, whatever it might be, artwork. But it was a really fun time. So it was different every day. You know, sometimes on slower times I'd be inside the store, you know, selling stuff. I'd be behind the counter. When people come in, I'd have to help them, like you know, do different things. And then another thing that really kept us busy is we'd get these huge semis that would come full of furniture, and a lot of the furniture needed to be put together. So my job was putting it all together and then presenting it in the store. Like we had this big kind of like showroom where there's probably like 5 settings or more, like of furniture. Like we had a rug, we had chairs, we had artwork, and then we had those like throughout the store. And then as people bought them, you know, like someone would buy a sofa, someone would want the rug, someone would want something, we'd replace the setting. So it was like every day something was going on. So, and then other times we'd get like furniture from an antique place, and then we would bring it back to our shop and kind of fix it up a little bit. Like sometimes it needed to be stained or painted, or, you know, different things like that. But it was a really, I really enjoyed that job. Definitely my favorite job I've had. And then I did that for about 15 years, and then the guys, they retired, and that's when I transitioned actually that's what I was talking about, the guy with Parkinson's and dementia. I actually worked for them, took care of him for a little while, and at nights I would do the movie theater. And before that was like the casino. I used to work nights then, but when I started working at the movie theater, I didn't work at the casino anymore. But anyway, it was that's like a few different jobs that I did. Look at all these flies. It's hard to sit still for longer. You need some kind of bug spray down here. But I think that's about it. I think I'm just gonna head up. I flew the drone a little bit, so you guys can kind of see the area a little bit. And then I did fly at my house the other day. I might show that. It was really windy. This is kind of what's going on right now. It's just working and not much else. But then I'm going to Georgia, so that should be exciting. But anyway, I think I'm gonna get back going now. So you guys take care. I want to see you guys later.